What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy Niner Sickness with the Niner Sickness Report. How's everybody doing? I am bored, so I'm coming on here real quick, and I want to discuss the schedule with you guys. Now, we know who we're playing. We just don't know when we're playing them. We know who's playing at home. We know who we're playing away. But who are we playing? That's what I want to know. When are we playing them? And that's what we're going to talk. We're going to talk about the schedule, and we're going to find out, based on what we have on the roster now, stating that we stay healthy. As long as we stay healthy, can we win these games? This is not with the addition of the draft. This is not with the addition of Justin Fields or Trey Lance. This is with Jimmy Garoppolo at the helm. What's up, Maverick? What's up, Josh? What's up, Glenn? I'm going to mention the teams. You guys already know who the opponents are, who we play at home, who we play away. What kind of record will we have at the end of 2021? Now, I understand the draft is not here yet. I understand that a lot of things can happen between now and then. But because I'm bored and I want to just have some conversation, I would like to know what the record would be and why. So I'm going to mention the teams. You tell me, can we beat them or we can't, based on what we have on the roster now. Maverick says 5-12 with Jimmy G. Now remember, we now have 17 games. So they added an additional game. So we're playing the Cincinnati Bengals in Cincinnati as an additional game. I had an awesome day, Glenn. Thank you for asking. I hope you had a great day as well. I did a show earlier today, so I'm not going to be on long. I'm not going to stay on long. I just wanted to come on here real quick and talk a little bit of the schedule. So Josh is 13-4. Glenn says 14-3. Okay. So if we go 14-3, who are the teams we're going to lose to? Based on Glenn stating we're going to go 14-3, we got to lose 3 games. I wonder who we're going to lose to. Kathy, we can't do 14-4. It would have to be, there's 17 games. So it have to be 14-3, 15-2, 16-1, and so forth. 22-0. I like it. I doubt it that that's how it happens, but I like it. If you're watching me on YouTube, make sure you smash that like button. Hit that like button for me. I appreciate it. 15-2 is bet. Okay, 15-2. I love it. 15-2. It's awesome. All right, so we already know we play our division, the West. We play the Cardinals, we play the Rams, we play the Seahawks, and we play the... Oh, those are the 3. Can't play ourselves. Do we beat the Cardinals at home? I'm going to mention the games that we play at home. With the roster that we have now, with a healthy Jimmy, with a healthy Kittle, the offensive line, the addition of Mac at center, can we beat the Cardinals? I think we can. I know we can. So you think we'll lose against... I got a feeling we're going to lose more against the Cardinals than the Rams. Yes, I understand they got Matthew Stafford. But Sean McVay cannot beat Kyle Shanahan. Excuse me. He can't beat Kyle Shanahan. So I don't see the Rams being a threat. All right, Glenn says we lose to Seattle, the Cardinals, and the Titans. Interesting. Interesting. If we lose 3 games, and we go 13-3, 14-3. The game that I think we'll lose is 1 game to Seattle. I give you that. 1 game to the Cardinals. But instead of the Titans, I think we lose to the Colts at home. The Colts are a very good team. Defensively, offensively, now they have a Carson Wentz quarterbacking that team. So we go 14-3. The teams that I believe we lose to are Seattle, the Cardinals, and the Colts. And Jimmy hasn't lost to the Rams yet. Correct. Correct. 100% correct. What's up, Donald? How you doing? Welcome to the show, brother. So, the 3 teams we lose will be it'll be Seattle, the Cardinals, and the Colts. The Packers cannot listen, when we have a healthy defense, there's no way the Packers can beat us. Okay? Packers can beat us with a healthy defense. I'm looking at those losses from 19. They were all lost by less than 3 points. Yeah. We played very well in 19. I think even though Buckner's not with the team, I think having Javon Kinlaw a second year on that defense is going to be great. DJ Jones, Eric Armstead, Nick Bosa coming back. He looks good. He looks like he's ready to play. I'm really interested to see which direction we will go in 2020, man. I can't wait for the season to start. Taylor, what's up, Taylor? 20-0. I love it. Good. How are you this fine Monday? I'm doing great, Donald. Relaxed. I did a show earlier today. I felt a little bored. The wife is I think the wife is cleaning the kitchen or doing something in the kitchen. So I decided to get out of her way, come into my man cave / office and come and spend some time with you guys on a live. Buckner will want revenge. Yeah, he's going to want revenge, but he's not going to get it. I mean, well, if we lose to the, I guess if we lose to the Colts, he'll get his revenge. But in an individual accolades, I love Buckner, but I was not going to pay him Aaron Donald money to be on the team. No way. I hope so. I really do. Jimmy owns the Packers, doesn't he? He sure does, man. He sure does. It's going to be fun. As long as we stay healthy, guys, as long as we're healthy, it will be fun. As long as we're healthy, we will be fun, man. It will be fun to watch. I want to see our backup play one we took last year. I want to see our backup play the one we took last year. Oh, you're talking about Javon Kinlaw. Oh, no, that's not. He's not a backup. I want to see our backup play the one we took last year. What position are you referring to as a backup? I don't know who you're talking about there, Donald. Can you clarify for me, please? Two of those games we lost because of missed field goals, and we lost to Atlanta after those tough games back to back. I'm looking forward to this season. Yeah, that Raven game, that Atlanta game, was kind of a one of those games where the Niners were just exhausted for traveling, playing those close games against the Ravens. That game the Niners should have won that game, but it was one of those trap games. It was one of those trap games. I hear you, brother. Love your draft hat. Saw your pick on my feed. Oh, right on, Donald. Appreciate that. The running back. Are you talking about Josh Rosen? Josh Rosen, the backup quarterback that we took from when they got drafted by the Cardinals. Okay. I think he might be a third string quarterback, so we'll have to wait and see how it plays out. And I heard we're not having OTAs. So we're not going to have OTAs. Now it's all about training camp. What he shows us in training camp. Yeah, Josh Rosen. All right, so we beat the Packers. Minnesota Vikings. They have Kirk Cousins. They're developing their defense. They're not the same team they were before. So I don't see why we can't beat the Vikings at home. We're playing the Texans. The Texans are a mess. The Texans, don't worry about it. I got you, brother. I got you, Donald. No worry. That's why we're We're Niner family, man. We support each other here. So we will beat the Texans. They are a mess. Whether Deshaun plays or not, I don't see us losing to the Texans. I don't see us losing to the Falcons either. Although the Falcons, I agree with you, Glenn, they are tricky. The Falcons are tricky. They are tricky. You can't overlook the Falcons when you play them with Matt Ryan. And I don't know what they have a new coach, so I don't know if they're going to be very good this year. They have a new head coach. He's implemented a new system. Is it going to take time for the players to buy in? So I don't know what direction the Falcons will be in, but I don't see why we should lose to them. And then for teams that we play away. For teams that we play away. We play the Bears. We play Detroit. We'll play against Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars. We will play the Eagles, the Tennessee Titans, and the Cincinnati Bengals. Ten first rounds. I think they have 10 picks in the top maybe 4 rounds. But I've never heard a team have 10 first rounds. 2 first rounds, maybe 3 first rounds, but 10 first rounds? No, I think the herd might have said that they may have 10 top picks in the first few rounds. The first, second, and third, and maybe fourth round. They may have top picks. But to have 10 first rounds, wow. I've never heard that since I've been following football. Oh, okay. You're going to be at the Jaguars game? My friend, he's going to go to that game too. In Florida Mike, he's one of my co-hosts on my other podcast. He's going to be there as well. Oh, okay. They're going to have 10 players. Okay, 10 first rounders on their offense and defense. Interesting. Interesting to say the least. The Browns, the team that I'm interested in watching again is the Buffalo Bills. The team that I'm interested in watching is the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. I think the Miami Dolphins are coming up. I think the Miami Dolphins are coming up. They're stepping up. And they're, under Flores, they're looking good. I think Tua will be better his second year. They're going to add more playmaking to that offense. Miami's may look pretty good this year. What's up, Jay in the Bay? What's good, Niner Sickness? Who do you want the Niners to draft with the 3rd overall pick? Trey Lance. That is my guy, Trey Lance. If they go Justin Fields, I'm okay. But I want Trey Lance. I really believe that Trey Lance has the highest ceiling. Kyle Shanahan can do the most with him. I love the way he protects the ball. I love the way how smart he is, how he reads defenses. I love that I just love the way he plays. And I heard all that he hasn't really played no tough defenses. But Josh Allen, coming out of Wyoming, did not play no top defenses either. And the last time I checked, Josh Allen looks pretty good over there with Buffalo. Yeah, the Patriots, as long as you have Bill Belichick. But I don't know, Cam Newton, I know a lot of their players opted out to COVID last year. Last year they opted out. So they had the year they had. But I hear you. You got to keep an eye on the Patriots. But I still believe the team to beat is the Buffalo Bills. What's up, Tony Smith? How you doing, brother? It's a possibility, Donald. It is a possibility depending what they offer us. Depending what team wants Jimmy, what they offer us, and if it's something that if we pick Trey Lance, I would preferably want Jimmy to play another year so that Trey Lance can sit as a redshirt year and learn Kyle Shanahan's system and then bring him in the 2022 season. But if somebody offers us a pick that we cannot refuse, or a trade, I should say, that we cannot refuse for Jimmy G, then I would not be opposed to trading him. I think we should trade him if and for the right price. If not, I'd rather keep him, have Trey Lance sit and watch and learn. Listen, we can win games with Jimmy G. As long as he stays healthy, if we get the 2019 Jimmy and not the 2020 Jimmy, we can win games. And I would love to see Trey Lance learning that system, getting himself familiar with it. So God forbid, if something happens to Jimmy, Trey Lance can come in and start playing. But if he can sit the whole year, why not? What's up, Jeff Loomis? I'm sure Jimmy will play most of the season. At least Shanahan can transform any quarterback to his game plan. It's just a matter of time. I agree. I would love to see Trey Lance sit and learn behind Jimmy. Let him learn behind Jimmy. Let Jimmy do his thing. Maybe the fire of drafting a young rookie quarterback will go beneath Jimmy G, or maybe Jimmy G wants to show other teams that he can play football, and he starts to ball out for us in 2021. In which case, we can get a better trade offer for him in 2022. I agree. We can win with Jimmy. Are you satisfied with the Niners' current receiver? No, we need to draft another receiver. I don't know I don't know what's going to happen with Jalen Hurd. I'm not going to put too much on Jalen Hurd out of Baylor. I like him. I like his potential. But the kid has been drafted by the Niners and hasn't played it down. He's been with the Niners for 3 years. One thing I know for sure, Jalen Hurd knows Kyle Shanahan's system by now. He knows the system. If he's healthy and remains healthy, I think Jalen Hurd can be a great asset to the 49ers because he knows the offense. The question is, will he be healthy enough to play. But I still think we need to draft a quarterback, draft a receiver in the draft. So I am not currently comfortable with just Deebo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk. We need that slot receiver. I'm not completely satisfied with Richie James. We need somebody there. And I don't think we should bring back Trent Taylor. All right, Kathy. Good night. God bless. And we'll see you guys. We'll see you again, Kathy. Have a blessed night. Well, I don't think anybody should stop being a Niner fan because the Niners take Mac Jones. I hope they don't take Mac Jones, but at the end of the day, I support the 49ers. And I support what they do. I may not always be happy with what the decisions they make. But listen, guys. All this Mac Jones, all this talk, all the talking heads that are talking about Mac Jones this, Mac Jones that, all you hear is them saying, the sources close to me tell me it's going to be Mac Jones. The sources telling me it's going to be Mac Jones. Where are they getting this information from? I can bet you anything it's not from the San Francisco 49ers. Since John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan took over in 2017, they do not leak no information. No information gets leaked out of Santa Clara. Nobody knew that John Lynch was going to be our general manager. Nobody knew that we were going to draft Mike McGlinchey. Nobody knew we were going to trade DeForest Buckner. And nobody knew we were going to trade Trent Brown to the Patriots. Nobody knew that we were going to trade from number 12 to number 3 until it happened. The 49ers do not leak information. So, for all these talking heads out there stating that their sources tells them it's going to be Mac Jones, it is ridiculous. I don't know. Nobody knows who's. The only people that know who it's going to be is Kyle Shanahan, John Lynch, and Jed York, and Adam Peters. I believe just those 4 know. And the quarterback's coach, possibly. The Niners don't leak information. So, all this bogus information that the sources are telling them that it's going to be Mac Jones, well, I don't understand where that comes from. Just like my boy Fred Warner. It makes no sense. Nobody knows which direction the Niners are going to go. I know many of you are kind of fearful that if it's Mac Jones, oh my God, why Mac Jones? Nobody knows the direction the 49ers are going in. Nobody. Don't let Mel Kiper, Todd McShay, any of those guys tell you otherwise. They don't know. Now, I'm not saying that it won't be Mac Jones, but it's not because they know if that's the pick. They're reaching for straws. They are just going based on what they think Kyle Shanahan likes in a quarterback. Based on Kirk Cousins, Matt Shaw, Jimmy Garoppolo, and I forgot the other quarterback. They don't know. So don't let these talking heads trick you in believing that they have some type of source, well sourced, that are telling them it's going to be Mac Jones. We don't know. Our guess, my guess, your guess is just as good as Mal Kifer's guess. Because at the end of the day, it's just a guess. Well, if fans decide to leave the Niners because of a quarterback choice that they don't like, don't let the door hit you in the ass. Those are no true fans. Those are bandwagon fans. We don't need them. Never wanted them. Goodbye. You may not like the choices of your coach and your GM. And it's okay for you to be upset. It's okay for you to get angry. It's okay for you to even get pissed off. But if you are a diehard 49er fan, you got to ride the wave whether you like it or not. I agree. We should draft a receiver and an offense that took off in 2019 when we traded for Emmanuel Sanders. I wish Lynch would have signed a vet receiver. We did, Mohamed Sanu, but I know, okay, you just mentioned it. I know we signed Sanu, but it leaves a lot to be desired. Yeah, Mohamed Sanu is no Emmanuel Sanders. But I think Deebo Samuel now and Brandon Ayuk bring Deebo's becoming that veteran. And Mohamed Sanu, even though he's not good anymore, I think he still will keep the young kids in line. I don't want to call them kids, but they're young. Keep these young receivers in line and keep a good locker room amongst the receiving core. What's up, What's up, Javier? How you doing, brother? I'm off tomorrow. What's the topic? Yes, it's gonna be Mac Jones. Again, whether you're for Mac Jones or against Mac Jones, nobody knows who it's gonna be. Everybody's saying Mac Jones. Everybody's saying Justin Fields. Some people say Trey Lance. I'm going to start saying it's going to be Trevor Lawrence. Yeah, that's what it is. The Niners are going to draft Trevor Lawrence at 3. Might as well say that. I know that's not going to happen, but might as well say it because all this assurance that it's going to be Mac Jones is ludicrous. It is a ludicrous. Let me read a couple more things real quick. Nobody knew we were going to jump up and grab Deebo either. Nope, exactly. Nobody knows anything the Niners are going to do until they do it. So for all these sources, now they know. This is a team that never leaks, ever. And you're going to expect me to believe that they are now a barbershop where all the gossip goes through them? They can't hold nothing down no more? They're gossiping everything. That they can't contain the information about who they're taking at quarterback because somebody leaked it out. They don't leak. I guarantee you, just in case there is somebody inside the organization, some type of employee that may want to make some money from the media and leak out the information, I guarantee you that Shanahan put out fillers. He put out fillers. He probably said Mac Jones. He probably said Mac Jones to keep everybody at bay. he's Kyle Shanahan probably told his best friend Chris Sims, say that we want Mac Jones. Let everybody in the world and their mamas, let them believe it's going to be Mac Jones. We can keep everybody at bay. And then when we take Justin Fields or Trey Lance, because I got to believe that the Jets may be in the works for Trey Lance. I don't believe that the Jets are completely sold out on Zach Wilson. I don't believe the Jets are sold on Zach Wilson. And I think they may be leaning towards Trey Lance. And if the Niners want Trey Lance, they got to put fillers that Mac Jones is the guy. Mac Jones is the guy. Mac Jones is the guy. Don't believe everything you read, everything you hear. Believe it on the 29th of April when the card is turned in to Commissioner Roger Goodell and he announces the pick. I'm just saying. We will just have to see what happens. And correct. I don't know who they're going to pick. All we're going is just saying what we want to say and have no idea we think it's going to happen. Everybody's guessing. Everybody. And that's the fun part. That is the fun part of the draft. When I found out the Niners were moving from 12 to 3, I got excited. I was fired up. And then part of me is like, dang, that's over a month of speculation of who they're going to take. The anticipation is killing me. I cannot wait, ladies and gentlemen. Cannot wait for the 29th of April. What's up, Kyle Benson? How you doing, brother? I miss you too, bro. Miss you guys. Man, I miss the old crew. I'm doing great. Thank you for visiting my show, my podcast, man. Always a pleasure having you on here, Kyle. Much love and respect for you, brother. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Red and gold until I'm dead and cold. Win or lose. To the Niners. I hear you. I hear you, brother. I hear you. Okay, here's what I think. The only way Jimmy gets traded, we draft Fields at 3 and send Jimmy to Denver for their pick and get a D-back, either Surtain or Horn. That would be huge, but I'm all for keeping... Wow. I doubt it that the Broncos would trade their 9th overall for Jimmy. But if they did that, oh my God. Getting either Fields or Lance at quarterback and then getting the top corner that I believe it's J.C. Horn out of South Carolina. Wow. I doubt it's going to happen, Glenn, but I would love that for that to happen. If Wilson is available, will they take him? I am just speculating, Donald. I don't know what the Niners would do. If the Niners are truly set on Trey Lance, if they love Trey Lance, and the Jets take Trey Lance, and now it's between Zach Wilson and Justin Fields, it might be Zach Wilson who the Niners take. Personally, I think the quarterback the Niners are in love with is Trey Lance. That is just me. The quarterback that the Niners are in love with is Trey Lance. and not Mac. I cannot run for my life, Jones. Yeah, that could be it too. I still want Lance. But again, it wouldn't be a shocker if the Jets don't take Zach Wilson. Remember, Zach Wilson had the shoulder surgery. He has surgery on his throwing soldier. Soldier. Yeah, lieutenant. Shoulder. I'm tired. No, okay. Available weekend, then taking him because of Steve Young. Oh, BYU. What's your ideal pick for the Niners at 3? What's the worst case scenario in your honest opinion? I'll say this very clearly, and I mentioned this before, but because of my boy Kyle asking, I don't think Mac Jones is a bad quarterback. Okay? I don't think he's a bad quarterback. I think Mac Jones is a very smart, decisive, can read defenses, can read his progressions. He's smart from year to year. What he lacks with his mobility, he has it up here. Mac Jones is a smart quarterback. But he is not a game changer. He is not a game changer type of quarterback. You do not move from 12 to 3 to take a quarterback of the caliber of Mac Jones. If we would have stayed at 12 and taken Mac Jones, then that would be fine. But you don't move to 3 for a Mac Jones. And I know Mac Jones is getting a lot of hate, but it is what it is. Is Mac Jones, he is good, but he's also a product of the Alabama offense, receivers, running backs, coaching staff there. So to the question of Benson, for me, the quarterback of my choice will be Trey Lance out of North Dakota State. That is the kid that I like, Trey Lance. Worst case scenario, it would be, meaning that that's the direction they go that I'm not happy with, would be Mac Jones. But if it's my choice, I will go Trey Lance and then Justin Fields. That's my 1 and 2. Trey Lance and then Justin Fields. Either one of them I am okay with. But if we get Jones at 3, I will be disappointed because, you don't just give up 3 number 1s and a 3rd overall for a quarterback of the caliber of Mac Jones. You just don't do it. You need to trade that high for a game-changing, a quarterback that goes beyond the X's and the O's. A quarterback that can buy you time. It can get out of a sticky situation. If Kyle Shanahan calls a play and the defense calls the right play to counter-react that play that Kyle Shanahan called, if your quarterback is able to bail him out with his legs and extend the play, we've seen it with Mahomes, we've seen it with Lamar Jackson, we've seen it with Josh Allen, and we have seen it with Russell Wilson. So, number 1 quarterback for me, Trey Lance. Number 2 would be Justin Fields. Really worst case scenario, upset, stick to my stomach, would be Mac Jones. I agree. He has the higher ceiling. His type of offense that they run in North Dakota State is very similar to what the Niners run in San Francisco. A lot of those RPOs. They're a run-heavy team. The Niners are a run-heavy team. They run, and then they have the play action. That's what the Niners do. So I think that Trey Lance is a better fit for what Kyle Shanahan wants to do, but he is raw. And the perfect scenario is we keep Jimmy for one more year. We sit Trey Lance, have him learn, have him watch, have him adapt to that system. And then in 2022, if Jimmy G plays very good for us, then we can trade him for a good draft pick. If not, we can cut him, say goodbye, sayonara, and then go ahead and unleash the rookie. But I think we are in a perfect situation to draft a quarterback like Trey Lance because we have the luxury of sitting him behind Jimmy G for 1 year. I think Kyle is playing mind games with Saleh. So he's trying to make sure the Jets don't take who he wants, Beto. When you get a chance to take a look at Simon Smith, receiver from South Carolina, definitely can get him late in the rounds. I like him, and I like that kid Elijah from Ole Miss. Elijah, I'm trying to think of his last name. But from Ole Miss, that kid's pretty special too. All right, guys. I'm going to be coming to a close. I just wanted to come on here for a little while, talk another little bit more football. I hope Kyle Shanahan is watching your ball. Tony, you're amazing, brother. I doubt it. But if he is, Kyle Shanahan, get your thumb out of your rear end and take Mr. Lance. I trust, though. I truly trust what Kyle Shanahan is going to do. And Kyle Shanahan, I trust. I may not like his decisions sometimes, but I trust him enough that he will make the right decision for the Niners organization going forward, whether we agree with it or not. But with that said, I'm still hoping it's Trey Lance. Excuse me. This is why we are keeping Jimmy. We trade down to get more picks than get Mac Jones to develop this year. I could be wrong, but makes sense. Trade down from 3. That's the thing, though. Why would we move from 12 to 3 just to trade back down? Why do we give up all that capital just to trade back down? It makes no sense. But that's just me, though. But I guess what? We all will find out on May 29 what is going to happen. It's going to be fun, for sure. We are going to enjoy ourselves watching this. We have 9 picks. We got 9 picks this year. It's definitely going to be fun. Let's just trust that the Niners not only make the right choice at number 3, but they make the right choice at 43. They make the right choice at 102 and going on. We're so caught up on who's going to be the quarterback that we can't forget that we still have 8 more picks after our first pick. I want to see who we take at 3, at number 43. I want to see who we take at 102. Are we taking Asante Samuel Jr.? Are we taking that kid from Ole Miss, Elijah? Are we going tight end? Are we going offensive tackle? Are we going defensive tackle? Which direction are the Niners going? It is going to be fun, to say the least, man. I'm looking forward to it. I know you guys are. We will continue to talk 49er football on my show until the day of the draft. I want to appreciate each and every one of you guys for watching my show. Thank you for being part of my show. I appreciate you. Remember to share, and share. If you're watching me on YouTube, smash the like button. Share my YouTube channel. Subscribe and hit the notification bell. If you're watching me on Facebook, share my page. Let the Niner faithful know about the Niner Sickness page on Facebook and my Niner Sickness channel. Also, if you look at the screen, you can follow me on Instagram under @Niner Sickness and on Twitter @Niner Sickness 49. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being part of my show. I appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful evening. Have a blessed night. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. God bless you. And I am out. Peace.